What's up, guys? Just gonna do a quick little bike check. Haven't really posted anything since my last bike check. Since then, everything's been switched out. Not running a single part from that black eye. I don't recommend anything from black eye because that frame snapped. That frame was junky. I pretty much broke everything on that bike within a month, and didn't really even ride it that hard. So, starting off with the frame, I have a Hoffman. It's from 06. It's a Hoffman Disruptor or something like that. Since it's from 06, it's kind of heavy, but it's definitely on the strong side. It doesn't flex at all, don't move at all, budge, anything. Name my bike Betsy, by the way. So I guess I'll go up to the front. The forks are Odyssey Dirt Classics. These are the best forks I've ever ridden. They're kind of relaxed, just smooth. And I might be trading these tomorrow for some eclats, however you say it. Then front wheel is a Bicycle Union Fiend hub, female axle, and it's laced up to an Alienation Deviant with just some Shadow straight pull spokes, or Shadow straight gauge spokes, not straight pull. I've got the tire is an Odyssey Aiken, if you can see it. I recommend the tire, rim, and spokes, but I don't recommend the hub because it spins like crap. Like, I threw it pretty hard and it doesn't spin, and it has a chip in it right here, if you can see it. But I want to say thanks to, well, I'll get to that later. Going to the headset, I have an Odyssey. It's a strong headset. I've had it for a while now. Still spins great, doesn't pop like all the other sets that I've used. Going up to the stem, I have a Profile Push top load. Really great stem. Doesn't slip at all. I had a Fly top load, and it slipped so much when they were torqued down. But this one, they're not even really that tight, and it doesn't move at all. And they're not a 6, it's a standard size, so it's a little bit bigger than a 6, so you can tighten them down a whole lot better without them stripping out as easy. So I recommend this stem, definitely. These bars are Fly Panteras. I think these are the only, I think I had these on my black eye. When I bought these definitely aren't the black eye brand, they would have been broke. But they're Fly Pantera 5s. They're like 8.375 rise and 29 width. The grips are Corey Martinez grips. They're really good, soft grips, but they're kind of almost too soft because they tear a little bit too easy. And it's good for landing because it just kind of absorbs it. But, it just doesn't really feel like you're holding on to much because it's so soft. But the bar ends are just some Animal bar ends. Got them for like $5 new on Dan's Christmas time sale or something. Just go ahead and knock this out. Seat post clamp is Hoffman seat post, and then a kink seat. Going down to the bottom bracket, just a mechanic, 19mm. Don't really notice anything different in bottom brackets. Think they're all the same. Doesn't really affect me any. Sprocket is a Shadow Cranking Bones, which I've painted to match the frame. Paint them both nickel. The chain is a KMC 710. Really great chain. I don't really recommend shadow sprockets because they're really weak. Like earlier, it was bent, so I just kind of tapped it with a ratchet and it bent back. So they're really weak. But then my cranks are Eastern cranks, 175s, 48 spline, 19 millimeter. Really, they're pretty strong cranks. They do have a crack in there, but that was from me beating them with a hammer. Not really going to get into that. But the pedals are Expedos. These pedals, Expedo is the better brand of Welgo. You can find Welgo pedals on Dan's. I don't think you can find Expedos, but my buddy Lance is sponsored by Expedos, and he'd given these pair to my buddy Henry, who's hooked me up with a lot of these parts. And Henry didn't really like them. He had Odysseys before that. He switched back to his Odysseys, so he hooked me up with those. Going back to the back wheel, I have I'm not sure what hub it is. I think it might be just like a kink. But, I mean, I switched out the axle because the one there before was cut way too short and stripped it out. But, I mean, it sounds pretty good. But, it doesn't really spin too good anymore because I've messed with it so much, have the wrong axle and everything in there. But it's just laced up to a Shadow Stun. I'm not sure what spokes, just some normal spokes, I guess. And this tire is a Shadow Conspiracy, just kind of like dirt trail, like a dirt tire. I mean, I'm not really like, I'm more of the trail type, even though I ride more park. That's because I don't really have that much access to trails. I'm currently working on digging some though. But so I'll run dirt tires. Don't really run the plastic pedals and all the plastic parts. I mean, I don't have anything plastic on here. I'm more into like buying something and having it for a while, so I don't really run that, like plastic parts. But I just want to give a big shout out to Henry Winfrey for hooking me up with a lot of the parts. Like, he got me addicted to the grips, Quill Martinez grips. But he hooked me up with both tires, just hooked me up with those. Hooked me up with the pedals. Let's see, he hooked me up with the sprocket. He hooked me up with, well, he didn't really hook me up. I bought the front rim and spokes brand new, which is $65 for $25. He hadn't even laced it up yet. Bought that from him. He hooked me up with a female axle bolt. Not too big of a deal, but I mean, just to give him a shout out for that. So I guess that's it. If I miss anything, just comment down below and I'll comment back, tell you what it is. If you have any questions, just comment and I'll comment back and answer them. So I guess just subscribe, like, do whatever you want to do. See ya.